Hey guys, Scott Leroy Marketing coming in for another weekly update. So this is the week of the 18th. All right, so we're a little bit over halfway through March now. So hopefully the end of March, the end of the first quarter is going pretty well for you guys. All right, so one thing to note, we do have a bunch of great training classes coming up this week. So on Tuesday, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, so once again, make sure you do the conversion on there. All right, so at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have our MyKW Academy overview class. All right, this class is actually going to go over all the MyKW tools that you'll have on file, basically. So it's going to talk about the KWLS. It's going to talk about where you can find .loop, KW Connect, where you can access Kelly, GZ referral platform, your KW.com email, your white pages profile, some different marketing pieces as well. All right, so a bunch of cool items you want to take a look at. All right, then of course on Wednesday, we're actually going to have our first Kelly class. All right, our first official Kelly only class, I guess is what I should say, because Kelly's been a part of a good amount of other classes too, since the big update that happened around Family Reunion. All right, so this is the first official class that's purely Kelly only. All right, so this will help out tremendously. All right, then on Thursday, we're actually going to have a class on database management in Command. All right, so this is a little bit different than the database management classes we've done previously in the past, because previously it was database management in MyKW. All right, so now it's going to be database management in Command and how you can actually utilize that. And then on Friday, a brand new class, and hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully, some of these will launch by that time. If not, we'll wing it. All right, because I was hoping they'd be launched by the time. That's why I pushed it further in the class time. All right, we're going to have a class on listings and landing pages. All right, bare minimum, a good friend of ours has access to the listings backend, so I can at least show you what that'll look like. And then for the landing pages, everyone has access to it right now. I know not everything is officially available on there quite yet, but we can at least show you how to make some pieces over in Sketchhouse to make into landing pages. Talk about obviously doing the neighborhood type landing pages too, so we'll still be able to fill a good amount of content in that class. Alright, so all these classes are at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can access them by going to scottleroymarketing.com. Hovering over at the very top, there'll be a KW resources section, and then it'll say training and live training. Alright, all classes will open about 30 minutes to 60 minutes, or about 30 minutes to an hour before the class actually starts. All right, then they'll give you information on how to call in too. Now, these classes are recorded as well. So if you do go to scottleroymarketing.com, hover over that KW resources and go to training, you can access all of them immediately. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. They are also available on there too. All right, now outside of that, if you're watching this in our tips email, all right, a couple little overview items for the week. So our tips email this week it's going to include tips like they always do. All right, but this is also going to include a couple items that you may want to keep on file or just start thinking about now as what you can do currently with KW Command. So obviously there's the 66-day challenge that's going on right now. You probably have seen like the little checklist on KW Command too. All right, so what we're kind of telling, because a lot of agents are contacting us saying, all right, since everything's swapping over to Command, what should we do on here? What should we do on there? All right, so this is going to go over a good amount of information on what you should be doing on Command, what you might still want to be doing on eEdge, and what you should be doing as well. All right, so it's going to talk about opportunities. It's going to talk about the database side of it. It's going to talk about getting a custom domain name, all right, and why that's crucial on there. It's also going to talk about setting up a MailChimp account, how to actually utilize email campaigns if you just want to use a pure email campaign from eEdge. If you want to utilize that right now until all the templates are officially available and hopefully new campaigns on Command too very soon. All right, so obviously in Command you can make email campaign templates. All right, but if you just want to utilize some pre-done or pre-completed campaign templates, eEdge might be the way to go just for the time being. All right, so we'll talk about all of those, and you're going to see tips on all of them as well too. Now, the one biggest thing that I can really suggest for you guys, we get this all the time, and I've said this since day one, get a custom domain name. All right, Google search GoDaddy $.99. You can actually get a GoDaddy domain for $1 for the first year instead of the typical, I think it's about $15. All right, so $15 for a domain name still is not that bad. But at the end of the day, for $1, and I think after taxes it's like $1.17 or something, all right, then you'll control your URL, you'll control your domain, you can point it to whatever website you want to. All right, so since currently you have 2 KW websites you can utilize, and then there's a new KW website coming out in the third quarter of this year, owning that domain name is going to help you out tremendously. I can't, state that any more than I can right now. All right, because then you can just move that domain name from your current site if you're utilizing Playster or Market Leader to the new website that'll be coming out if you want to use that instead. All right, so then all of your print materials, all of your digital marketing, all of your signs will remain the exact same because the URL of the domain name will remain intact. All right, so that's one of the biggest things a lot of people are asking about, what website should we use? And my answer is always get a custom domain name. All right, that's always the answer. Then you can use whichever website you want to, and you'll be able to move that domain name around. All right, so if you're watching this from the tip video, obviously take a look at some of the different tips we compiled for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy them. All right, and I hope to see you guys at all of our training classes this week, and I hope you're having a fantastic March. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.